The rooster's crow sliced the pre-dawn calm. In the village of Rampur, life stirred. Golden light touched the mustard fields. The air smelled of damp earth and cow dung. Women gathered at the communal well. Their colorful saris were a vibrant sight. Laughter and gossip mingled with the creak of the pulley. This was the rhythm of their existence, simple and true. Children, still sleepy-eyed, chased stray dogs. Old men sat under the ancient banyan tree. They puffed on their hookahs, watching the world. Their faces held the wisdom of many seasons. Life in Rampur was not always easy, but there was a deep sense of community. The aroma of chai being brewed drifted from homes. Fresh rotis were being patted into shape. The sounds of morning prayers could be heard. A sense of peace settled over the village. And so our story begins in this very village. Meet Ravi, a farmer from Rampur. He was a man of the soil, strong and hard-working. His hands were calloused, his face weathered by the sun. He owned a small plot of land, just enough to feed his wife Meena and 2 children. He loved his land, every inch of it. He knew its moods, its needs, its bounty. His life was tied to the turning of the seasons. Ravi was, by most measures, a happy man. He found joy in the laughter of his children. He cherished the quiet evenings with Meena. They would sit outside their small hut, watching the stars blanket the vast Indian sky. Their dreams were simple, their hopes grounded. A good harvest, good health for the family. Yet sometimes a thought would cross Ravi's mind. If only I had a little more land, he'd sigh. He saw the larger fields of the zamindar. This small seed of desire began to take root. Contentment is the greatest wealth, Meena would say. One day, news spread through Rampur like wildfire. The local zamindar, a wealthy landowner, had an offer. He owned vast tracts of land, much of it unused. He was offering land to farmers at a very low price, or so the initial whispers claimed. The conditions were unusual, almost a game. Pay a small sum and you could claim land. As much land as you could walk around in a single day. Ravi's heart pounded when he heard this. This was the chance he had been dreaming of, a chance to expand his holdings significantly. He imagined fields stretching as far as his eyes could see. His family would never know hunger again. The allure of more was incredibly strong. It overshadowed Meena's gentle warnings. He went to meet the zamindar's manager. Yes, walk from sunrise to sunset, he said, but you must return to your starting point by sunset. The dream of vast lands had consumed him. The fateful day finally arrived, cool and clear. There stood Ravi at the starting point, his heart thumping like a drum. The zamindar's men watched, some with a hint of amusement in their eyes. As the first ray of sun kissed the horizon, Ravi began his journey. He walked briskly, his eyes scanning the fertile earth. This patch is good for wheat, he thought to himself. That one perfect for sugarcane, he mused. He made wide turns, trying to encompass more and more land. The sun climbed higher, beating down mercilessly upon him. Ravi felt thirsty. His legs began to ache, but the sight of untouched land spurred him on. Just a little more, he kept telling himself. He saw a distant stream, a grove of mango trees. He just had to include them in his claim. He was driven by a force he couldn't quite control. The voice of greed was louder than his body's protests. He walked further and further from his starting point. The land seemed endless, each plot better than the last. He forgot about the setting sun, the need to return. He was chasing a mirage, a never-ending horizon. With a desperate surge of energy, Ravi turned back. He ran, he stumbled, he crawled. The sun was sinking fast, painting the sky a blood-red hue. His lungs burned, his heart felt like it would burst. The zamindar's men were visible in the distance. He could hear their faint shouts, or was it just his imagination? He had to make it. He just had to. The land he had walked around was immense. He was so close, just a few more steps, but his body could take no more. With a final, agonizing gasp, Ravi collapsed. He fell just short of the starting point. His outstretched hand touched the marker, then fell limp. The sun dipped below the horizon, and silence descended upon the scene. Ravi, the man who wanted so much land, lay still. The zamindar's manager walked over. He looked at Ravi's lifeless body with a sigh. They dug a simple grave for Ravi. How much land does a man truly need? Only enough for his final rest. Thank you for watching my video. Please subscribe to my channel for more interesting stories.